High temperature can definitely affect the storage and performance of thermal paper, and this issue is quite common in South Africa. In many parts of the country, warehouse temperatures can become very high during the summer months. For example, in cities like Johannesburg, storage areas can easily exceed 30 degrees Celsius. In coastal cities such as Durban, the combination of heat and humidity can create even more challenging conditions for thermal paper storage. In some small retail warehouses or metal storage buildings, temperatures may even rise above 35 degrees. Thermal paper works because it has a special heat-sensitive chemical coating on the surface. This coating is typically made of leuco dye and a developer. When the thermal printer head applies heat, these chemicals react and produce the black image that appears on receipts. However, when thermal paper is exposed to high temperatures for long periods of time, this chemical layer can begin to degrade or react prematurely. As a result, several problems may occur. One common issue is that the printed receipts become lighter or less clear. When the thermal coating loses its sensitivity, the paper requires more heat from the printer to produce the same level of darkness. Another problem is that receipts may fade much faster than expected. Many retailers in South Africa have experienced situations where receipts look clear when printed, but the text becomes faint or disappears after a few months. High temperature can significantly accelerate this fading process. In extreme heat, thermal paper may even start to turn gray or develop dark spots before it is used. This sometimes happens during transport in shipping containers or when paper rolls are stored in very hot warehouses. To reduce these problems, proper storage conditions are very important. Ideally, thermal paper should be stored in an environment between 18 and 25 degrees Celsius. It is also important to avoid direct sunlight, because strong UV exposure can damage the thermal coating. Keeping the paper in its original packaging can also help protect it from heat, humidity, and light. In addition, many POS roll suppliers try to manage their inventory carefully and use the paper within 3 to 6 months to maintain stable performance. In summary, high temperature can have a significant impact on thermal paper quality. In a climate like South Africa, proper storage, temperature control, and inventory management are essential to ensure reliable printing performance.